Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, second-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans take on Carson Wentz and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Deshaun Watson strolling onto the field, and this past weekend he strolled by bus to Jacksonville for Houston's 20-7 win. And Charles, he did that due to the bruised lungs and a rib injury. Interesting way to get there, but hey, it worked. They got the job done.
Yeah, they didn't want him in the air. They were worried about the pressure and having the bruised lung and the rib injury. So he did take the bus. I hope he took the Madden Cruiser. I hope they got him there in comfort. It was a 12-hour ride from Houston to Jacksonville. But how about them winning the game 20-7? He didn't need to do a heck of a lot, just 139 yards and 24 attempts, but had a 100-yard rushing day from Lamar Miller, his first since Week 16 of the 2016 season. They supported their quarterback.
To throw is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A huge play there right off the bat. 68 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, it's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
Will Fuller is one of the young flyers in the NFL and gets to top speed in just a couple of steps, so everyone has to respect the deep game because he'll blow past people in a hurry. But what that does is leaves open space underneath. He can take the short pass, turn it into a bigger gain because he makes people miss. If he takes care of his hands and doesn't drop a pass or two in a game, he's going to be one of the best receivers in the league.
On second and 10, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Coming off injury in 2017 is middle linebacker Jordan Hicks, who's an important part of the Eagles' wide 9 defense. And when you hear that term, think about the defensive ends out wider than normal so they have a better angle to rush the quarterback. So that means guys like Jordan Hicks, who play middle linebacker, have to be able to fill in the holes against the running game, and he does that very effectively.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air yet again. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback calling the shots under center. It'll be Carson Wentz.
And what a season Carson Wentz was having in 2017 after a rookie season that was a little bit up and down, as you might expect. He was having an MVP caliber year. 33 touchdown passes at the time of his injury. Had his team at 11-2, riding high. Everyone thought that might be it for the Eagles. There goes their dream of winning a Super Bowl. Instead, Nick Foles comes in, team rallies, saves the day, and they end up winning the Super Bowl anyway. But Carson Wentz had a big hand in getting him in that position.
Wentz now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this.
the NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 120!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. There we go. Back. Waiting. What's your son?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go. 20.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Now,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Waiting.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Dunn busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Waiting.
Now Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Philadelphia first down. Wentz finding Matthews. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Sproles. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And here comes the Texans now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Watson, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Down. Blue 80.
He's back to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Back 22. Back 22.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Down. Green, down.
Watson now to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Green, down.
Now Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming
Still
on that
4th
play.
down.
Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Now the rookie from Notre Dame, it's Josh Adams. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Again, here's Adams. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Eagles send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Fielded at the 33. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.